Hello, and welcome back to COLLAB University. This is Andrea Klein-Lunk. I am a certified digital marketer. I am a media and PR strategist, and I am a certified life coach with a specialization in business execution and accountability. And we are back here in lesson 300. Guys, there's only 500 levels in the whole curriculum, so we're getting close to the end. We are almost halfway done. Once you complete all the lessons in every level of COLLAB University, you should be ready to market, brand, scale, and grow your business. So let's get into what level 300 is all about. Every level has a theme. In level 100, we talked about creating better offers. In level 200, we talked about consistent cash flow. And in level 300, we are talking about bottlenecks. In fact, level 300 is titled No More Bottlenecks. But before we dive into lesson 301, I want to make sure that you understand what is a bottleneck. So I want you to imagine a Coke Zero bottle. A 20 ounce, a 16.5 ounce, whatever. It's Coke Zero, okay? That's my beverage of choice. So the bottle is empty. And I want you to imagine something the size of a hot tamale or a peanut M&M, just so you can get the visual. Every piece of candy represents your customers or your clients. The bottle represents your business. The mouth of the bottle represents the bottleneck. Now, I want you to understand that if we put the customers in, which we're going to be using pieces of candy, if we put the customers in one by one, there's no problem, right? There's no problem. They go in, they go to the bottom, and we just steady stacking up the bottle. Now, once you understand level 100 and level 200, you're not just going to be getting sporadic customers that you can input one by one, because now we have the marketing, we have your make money method strategy, your one offer, one message, one system. So we have ecosystems in place to grow and scale your business. Now, once we get to the point to where consistent business is coming in, now remember, we were just putting in the pieces of candy one by one. Now we have a whole box of leads or a whole bag of leads, and we're just going to pour them all into the bottle. What's going to happen? They're going to fall everywhere. Some are going to make it in, but some of them are going to scatter and not go into the bottle. Why is that? Because the small mouth at the top of the bottle is your bottleneck. And the smaller it is, or the more constrained it is, the harder it is to increase the volume of leads that you can service at one time. You can't onboard more than one person because you're doing everything manually. You have systems in place because we went through level 1 and level 2, but there's other systems that you need to ensure that you have in place so that when that influx of clientele comes in, we're prepared and ready to handle it. So let's get into lesson 301. Your business works, but it still depends on you. Today, our client is David, and David is a business consultant. Every client has a psychological trigger. Let's get into what David's psychological trigger is. David believes staying personally involved in every step protects the quality of his service. In reality, his business can't grow because every client requires his time, attention, and manual effort. Guys, remember, there should be levels to access you. You should have a do-it-yourself tier, a done-with-you tier, and a done-for-you tier. Only the clients and customers who purchase the done-with-you tier and the done-for-you tier should be able to have access to you. And if you have enough clients and clientele, the done with you tier maybe only has access to you once a month, and you have assistants that you've trained on your model and your method that can help out in the meantime, because most of your time should be spent with your done for you clients because they are paying you the most, so they get the most access to you. So let's jump right into what David's client problems are. David is responding to every inquiry manually. He's sending booking links individually. He's repeating the same onboarding instructions, explaining services on every call, delivering the same information repeatedly. Okay, so let's talk about responding to every inquiry manually. In the previous lessons, we have discussed the systems that you can put in place to make your job and your business and your life easier and run smoother. One of the things that we have not talked about is automated DM messages. So when someone sends you an inquiry, whether they be on your website or in your DM, you should have some type of automated system to respond to them automatically, especially if the inquiry is coming from a recent piece of content and they commented a word. You should already have that automation created where if they comment that word, they're automatically sent to the link to either download your free resource or purchase your intro offer. There are many different systems that you can use to do that. Of course, I'm going to offer you the Lead Lab because that is one of the features that we do have is automated DM messaging, and it's in the same place with your website, landing pages, and all of your other forms. Sending booking links individually. If you have a certain day of the week that you send out booking links to clients that you've talked to, who've shown interest, who've commented something on your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, whatever, LinkedIn, whatever you're using. If you have a certain day of the week where you reply or you nurture all leads, this will be the time for a system. When you use a CRM system, you can select everybody that you've ever been in contact with and send them something. And it could be a piece of informational content, educational content, nurturing content, allowing them to get to know who you are as a person, how you run your business, your mission, all the things. Remember, we talked about in previous lessons, you don't want to be the Netflix and chill business owner. You want to be the, hey, I planned us a date where I'll pick you up at this time. After dinner, we're going to this place. Then we're going to go for a walk with ice cream, gelato, whatever it is you guys are eating now. You need to be nurturing your clients. You want to build relationships, not situationships. So let's look at the next client problem. Repeating the same onboarding instructions. If you find yourself repeating yourself, you need to be creating a system. You need to create a FAQ. You need to create some type of document or checklist that you can send out to answer the questions that you find yourself answering over and over. It should be the click of a button, or it should automatically go out once they sign up for a certain component in your business. Explaining services on every call. Guys, this is a simple fix. Just make a video. Say, hey, I'm going to send over this video. Most of my clients that work with me had these questions before we started our relationship together. Make sure you take a look at it because it'll help us jump right in once we hop on our call. I know you're busy and you have things to do, so I want to make sure that I can answer every question that you may have before we hop on a call because I want to respect your time. And when you let people know that you want to respect their time, that automatically lets them know, hey, they're respecting my time. They must respect their time as well. And you should, because time is the only thing that you cannot get back. And again, delivering the same information repeatedly. David is spending more time repeating himself on the basics of what he does in his business and less time on actually helping implement the benefits of working with him. So David definitely needs to hone in his onboarding skills and his systems to make sure that his time is being used efficiently. So we already know the red flags in David's current model, but we'll flow through them. We'll go through them really quickly anyway. Manual responses to inquiries, manual booking process, manual onboarding conversations, repeating the same service explanations, and income is limited by available time. Like I said, it should be a do-it-yourself, a done with you. Done with you should always be group. It should always be group. That income limited by available time, you should be working with more than one client at one time. More than likely, they have the same problems across different industries, and you can fix that working together. So again, that's a structuring problem. That's also something that we help you with in the Lead Lab. So just click the link below if you're interested in that. David needs one automated booking path. That will be a consultation funnel with a scheduling link, one standard onboarding system, an intake form, and a welcome email sequence. one repeatable delivery framework, a recorded walkthrough, or structured session outline. Okay, so what does David need to do first? David is going to replace his manual consultation process with one booking page, one intake form, and one confirmation sequence. Now prospects move from interest to scheduled call without waiting for him to respond first. This increases booked calls immediately. And guys, if your offer is not over 2.5K to 3K, I don't know if you really need a call. You should have offered enough value in your content, in your nurturing email sequences, and by going live. You need to go live so people know that it is actually you that has all the information to give to help them, and not AI writing all of your content for you. You cannot hide when you go live. When you go live, people get to see you answer questions, overcome objections in real time, so they can understand and believe how you can help them. In this day and age, the only thing that AI cannot replace is human one-on-one interaction. So if you're able to get on live, tell the people what it is that you do, what your expertise is, there's a no-brainer. Why would they not work with you if they understand that, hey, this guy, this girl, she actually knows what she's talking about. It's not just a bunch of AI thrown on a piece of content. Just my advice. If your clients are uneasy about booking a 2.5K product with you without talking to you and without hopping on a call, you're not doing a good enough job in your marketing, your content, and your branding. And again, that is something that we can help you with in the Lead Lab. So now, David is gonna need a system. And once David installs these systems, leads schedule themselves, onboarding runs automatically, fewer calls are wasted, delivery becomes faster and repeatable. Instead of managing every step personally, systems allow David to serve more clients without working more hours. Y'all, that's the goal. The goal is to create passive income. The goal is to work with clients who can actually afford to pay you for your expertise. And it all starts from building your brand, marketing correctly, knowing who you're talking to, making sure your offer is something that your clients and customers actually need, that can actually benefit them. And then the goal is to transition them through your offer suite. If you don't know what an offer suite is, I did create a free 3-day training on how to structure your offer suite. I'll also link that down below. This is what David needs to do. Right now, David is the bottleneck. David is the one that's keeping clients from coming into his business because he's doing everything one by one. I got to put my signature touch in it. They need to be able to talk to me, which is true. But you need to get your clients to the place to where they can afford to talk to you. Last week we talked about how everybody is not your client, and that's okay. If they want to join, if they want to work with you and whatever you have going on, start with the do-it-yourself. In the do-it-yourself, it breaks down your whole system and strategy in the do-it-yourself. In the done-for-you, the only difference is they're able to talk to you a couple of times a month. That's the only difference. You're doing the same thing. What you're going to implement in their lives, business, what have you. Say for instance, you're in the service industry. Whatever you're going to do for them or for that group of clients or customers is the same information you gave them in the do-it-yourself. Now they just get you to help walk them through step by step. Now in the done-for-you, they don't have to do a thing. You do everything for them. You implement, you create, submit the forms, whatever, what have you. You do it for them. They don't have to worry about it. Why don't they have to worry? Because they paid the price not to have to worry. Okay? If you want me or anybody else, if they want you to execute and implement at the level that they see you doing, which they should be seeing you executing and promoting yourself online, marketing, branding, media, all the good things, they should see that. And if they want that implemented, executed in their business, they're gonna have to pay for it. If not, start at the do-it-yourself, because this is going to help you get more money, so then you can pay for the done with you services where I'm like, oh no, not now. If you just tweak this right here, that'll get you to where you want to be. Because listen, people who are in business have an expertise, or they should. If you're attracted to them, you like what they say, you like what they do, it's because they have an expertise on something that you need help with. So every business should have a, hey, this is how you do it for yourself. Okay, hey, come on. We've got to do it yourself information, but now I'm going to help you with it. I'm going to put my over a decade of experienced eyes on it and show you, nope, if you just tweak it like this, hey, if you move that right over there, it'll get you where you're going. And then once they get that tier of business going, they have money coming in, they're able to hire employees, and they're like, you know what? Money is flowing and it's passive for me right now. I just want you to take over for me. Can you do that for me? Sure. This is the price. Oh, no problem. It's already wired. And then you're able to execute it for them. But guys, the goal is to get to the point, at least to the middle point, where income is passive. The goal is to make money while you're sleeping. The goal is to build a business so good that you have referrals coming in and everybody wants to work with you. All of your clients are referring others to you because of how you've helped grow their business. Most of my business is from referrals because my clients and customers are so satisfied with my services. They're like, oh yeah, call Andrea. She can help you with that. That's what I want for you guys as well. Okay, so that'll do it for us today. Lesson 301. Congratulations on graduating levels 100 and 200. And we are in a brand new level. Level 300, no more bottlenecks. In this lesson, the bottleneck was the owner because he was trying to do everything manually. And the world just doesn't work like that. AI is so important, guys. I know I was talking about it earlier, but AI is important, but you need to know how to use it. You need to know how to put it in the right places to do the right jobs. That's all I have for this week. I'll see you back here next week for lesson 302. Same place, same time. Bye.